Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the channel where it is time for the Merseyside Derby preview between Liverpool and Everton. Wow, 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 wow. What a game we have in store. Liverpool top of the league with 40 points. Everton in 17th place. This must be the highest placings between the two sides in a long, long time. Everton really struggling for form, and also it's looking like that Marco Silva is a man on borrowed time. However, Everton's next 5 or 6 fixtures are an absolute nightmare. So if they were to get rid of Silva, then you would have to say that whoever comes in has got a really hard task, because obviously they've got Liverpool tomorrow. Then they've got Chelsea on Saturday lunchtime. Then they go to Manchester United on Sunday, and then they've got Leicester City at Goodison on Wednesday, the 18th. Wednesday the 18th, and then they have Arsenal at Goodison. So it's a really tough run of games, you would have to say, for Everton. And so how have the opponents done, Everton? Not good, not good. They have really struggled this season. They're languishing 17th in the Premier League table with 4 wins, 2 losses, and 8 defeats. But if you think about the defeats that Everton have had, 2 have been at Goodison to Sheffield United and to newly promoted Sheffield United and Norwich City, and they've also lost away to Aston Villa. So, obviously, like we say, form does go out of the window for a derby. But Everton are really struggling, and obviously they lost 2-1 against Leicester City. After taking the lead in that game as well, they were obviously 1-0 up at half time. But obviously Leicester came back into that game and did really well. So Everton really looking for form, but they go to Anfield looking for a first league win over Liverpool at Anfield for 20 years, since a certain Kevin Campbell scored the winner for Everton that day. So, obviously last season, we all know about last season's game. Divock Origi, 90th minute winner for the Reds. It was one of those games where it felt like it was going to be 0-0, and just the emotion, the adrenaline with that goal that Origi scored, and then obviously we had the celebrations of Jurgen Klopp going onto the pitch with Alisson. Absolutely fantastic game. So yes, Everton looking for to bounce back for sure. But to be honest, they've just been underperforming all season. This was a side that was probably predicted to have maybe challenged the top 6 this season, but it hasn't happened. And they've really struggled. Marco Silva, like I said, is a man under pressure. And it looks like that Everton are going to stick with him for the Merseyside derby. But with a heavy defeat would probably spell the end for Marco Silva. Troubled spell on Merseyside for Everton. So obviously, if we look at Everton's matches this season, it's been very up and down. So it started with a 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace. Then they won 1-0 against Watford. And they're thinking, okay, so a draw and a win, so that was obviously 4 points. And then they lost 2-0 to Aston Villa. And then they won 4-2 against Lincoln City in the League Cup. Then they beat Wolves 3-2. And then they lost back-to-back games against Bournemouth and Sheffield United. 3-1 away to Bournemouth and 2-0 at home to Sheffield United. Then they went to Sheffield Wednesday and won 2-0. Then they lost 3-1 against Manchester City. They then lost 1-0 against Burnley. And then they beat West Ham 2-0. Then they went to Brighton and lost 3-2. And in the League Cup, they beat Watford by 2-0. Everton Tottenham, that was a 1-1 draw. Obviously, that was overshadowed by a very serious injury to Andre Gomez. And obviously, wish him well for sure. And then obviously, they'll beat Southampton. But ever since then, 2-0 to Norwich City defeat at home and a 2-1 defeat to Leicester City. So, going to be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting game. Obviously, in the last 5 meetings, there have been 2 wins to Liverpool and 3 draws. So, Everton haven't beaten Liverpool for a long, long time. And obviously, especially at Anfield as well. So, it's going to be a very, very interesting game. I think it'll be a very, very close game between these sides. But as we said, the Everton are really, really struggling. But looking at the players that they brought in, I mean, Moise Kean, I mean, everyone said that this was a very, very good signing for Everton, but he hasn't really performed. Although he did come on against Leicester and did prove more that he was creating more chances for them for sure. You obviously got Richarlison, you've obviously got Yerry Mina, Bernard. This is a very, very good squad for Everton, but they're just not performing at the moment, and it's going to be very, very interesting. But key players, obviously, Gylfi Sigurdsson, obviously scored against Liverpool at Anfield in the FA Cup tie between the sides in 2018-2019. So that was a very, very good day, that one. And then obviously, you've got Tom Davis. It's a very, very good squad, but obviously, like I said, they are really, really struggling. And it shall be very interesting to see how they line up, obviously, without Andre Gomez, like I said. And it is going to be a very, very interesting game, this one. So obviously, let's get into the Liverpool side of things. 2-1 against Brighton. Obviously, we will be missing Alisson after his red card in the Brighton win. Obviously, that was 2-1. Yeah, it feels like we're going to be 2-1 FC for some reason. But yeah. So how do I see us approaching this game? Well, I think if we get an early goal, then I think the floodgates could well open because, like I've said, Everton defensively from set pieces are an absolute nightmare. They really, really are poor defensively, and especially at set pieces. So if we can get into a lot of set pieces, I think we can get a few joys from that, and I think it'll be very, very interesting to see how this game will go. So obviously, let's get into my starting 11. So obviously, like I said, Alisson will be missing, so it will be Adrian in goal. Then it will be Trent Alexander-Arnold, Dejan Lovren, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson, and then I think the midfield three will be Gini Wijnaldum, Jordan Henderson, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and then up front, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. So, and then obviously your bench would obviously be Kelleher, and then probably Gomez, Milner, Lallana, Naby Keita, Divock Origi. Could he come on? Could he come on again and score? That would be very, very interesting indeed. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how both sides will go into this derby. Obviously, this is a 8:15 kickoff live on Amazon Prime. And do you know what? It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a very, very good game. I think it'll be a close game as well. Obviously, with Liverpool's defensive frailties at the moment, Everton's defensive frailties could end anything. It could end anything. But everyone's thinking that Everton can grab something from Anfield. I'm not so sure, in all honesty. But like I've said, Marco Silva is teetering on the edge of the sack, especially with what's happened with Unai Emery and Mauricio Pochettino both being sacked in the previous weeks, and obviously Watford getting rid of Sanchez Flores as well. And actually, Everton could potentially be in the bottom three when that game is still being played, Liverpool-Everton. Because obviously Southampton-Norwich is a 7:30 kickoff, so by the time that game finishes, Liverpool and Everton will be in the second half. So you'd be interested to see what kind of mindset Everton would want. But if they were to go in the bottom three, that would be absolutely atrocious from Everton. And like I said, it's a very, very underperforming squad. So, match prediction. Really, really hard one to call this one. Surely Liverpool can get a clean sheet. Surely. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. And I think that result would probably spell the end for Marco Silva as Everton manager. I'm going to say 2-0 Liverpool. I'm going to say Mohamed Salah to get one. And I'm going to go for a Sadio Mane goal. Because I think he is... I think Salah is due a goal for sure. And definitely Mane will score. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But like I said, they have dangers in Richarlison, in Gylfi Sigurdsson. Be interesting to see, and then obviously we shall see what happens throughout this game. And yes, Amazon Prime, 8:15 kickoff. That'll be very, very interesting indeed. So, Merseyside Derby time. Merseyside Derby is upon us. We are going to be very interested to see how this game goes. And do you know what? It'll be a very, very close game. But I'm going 2-0 Liverpool. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know your starting 11 and also your score prediction for this game as well. And Everton fans, let me know in the comment section if you think Marco Silva will be sacked after this game if you were to lose this game. So we'll see what happens. But Liverpool Everton, like I've said, form goes out the window, but Everton are always a tricky side to play against, and I fully expect Everton to be well up for this derby. But I think Liverpool will come out in the end. I think we'll win 2-0. So that is it. That is my match week Merseyside derby preview for this time. If anyone has not seen the FA Cup draw, these two have been drawn in the FA Cup third round at Anfield, and that tie will be played between the 3rd and 6th of January. So Liverpool and Everton will be meeting 3 times this season. And obviously one is in the FA Cup. So I'm looking forward to this game. Really looking forward to it, and we shall see what happens. But thank you very much for watching this Merseyside derby preview, and if you do like my content, then please hit that subscribe button. That would be absolutely fantastic. Smash a like, leave a comment. That would be absolutely brilliant, and also hit that notifications bell for every video that is uploaded on this channel. That would be absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for watching. Come on Liverpool, cannot have our Merseyside rivals beating us, and we'll see what happens very, very soon. I'm looking forward to this game. Can Liverpool continue their run of winning Merseyside derbies, and will Everton sack Marco Silva after this game? Be interesting to see. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back very, very soon with some more videos. Actually tomorrow with my SPFL predictions match week 16, so we'll see what happens in that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Come on Liverpool, this means more. See you later guys.